Charismatic figures of this planet can have a profound effect on our brain activity, particularly in areas associated with critical thinking and skepticism. Research has revealed several key ways charisma impacts our neural processes. The activation of executive functions. When exposed to charismatic individuals, especially those perceived as having special abilities or authority, our brains show decreased activity in the frontal executive network, including the medial prefrontal cortex, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. This network is crucial for critical analysis, reasoning, and skepticism. Its deactivation may explain why we become more susceptible to a charismatic person's influence, and less likely to question their claims. Activation of emotional and reward centers. Simultaneously, charismatic figures tend to activate the default mode network, DMN, associated with emotional processing and social cognition. The nucleus accumbens, part of the brain's reward system. This activation can create pleasurable feelings and a desire to continue engaging with the charismatic individual. Suppression of analytical thinking. The activation of emotional circuits appears to suppress analytical thinking. Studies have shown that people exposed to charismatic speakers remember less factual content but feel more emotionally connected. There's a negative correlation between the activation of emotional networks and analytical thinking circuits' impact on memory and perception. Charisma can also influence how we process and remember information. People are more likely to report remembering the exact contents of speeches by charismatic speakers, even though tests showed they actually recall less factual information. Christian participants in one study showed decreased activity in brain regions associated with executive function when listening to speakers they believed had healing powers. Parallels to hypnosis. Some researchers have drawn parallels between the effects of charismatic influence and hypnosis. Both involve a handing over of executive function. They can induce a state of heightened suggestibility. Understanding these neurological effects helps explain the powerful influence charismatic leaders can have and underscores the importance of maintaining critical thinking skills when engaging with such individuals. Folks, that being said, let's remember, the Book of Enoch tells the story of 200 watchers, or angels, sent to watch over humanity. These watchers conspired to commit sins by taking human women as wives and having children with them. They also taught humans many skills relating to the different disciplines of science we practice today. In the book of Daniel, it's the same as holy ones, also in that verse. This word appears in other Babylonian/Persian writings referring to angels. God has an order of angels responsible for watching over world leaders and reporting how they fulfill God's plans. Okay, then why do the poor humans get punished? If human charismatic individuals can disrupt thinking and perception, imagine what these God-sent angels could do to mesmerize and overtake simple human females and victimize them. Imagine when Superman's angels showed up to them and applied full force. Special and super intense techniques such as 1. Dampening of executive functions, decreased critical thinking and analytical processing, lowered ability to regulate our emotional responses, increased susceptibility to the charismatic individual's influence. 2. Activation of emotional centers. The default mode network, associated with social cognition and emotional processing, becomes more active. This results in heightened emotional experiences and a stronger emotional connection to the charismatic person. 3. Enhanced emotional contagion. Charismatics are skilled at conveying emotions authentically, using passionate delivery in their communication. This emotional expressiveness led to increased emotional contagion, where the audience begins to mirror the emotional state of the charismatic individual, a collective emotional experience that can override individual emotional regulation. 4. Influence on trust and perception. Charisma can affect how we perceive and trust others. It can boost trust in the charismatic individual, leading to reduced scrutiny of their messages or actions. This increased trust can result in a lowered guard against emotional manipulation or undue influence. 5. Impact on self-regulation. The presence of a charismatic figure affects our ability to self-regulate emotions. It may lead to a handing over of emotional control. This can result in individuals becoming more emotionally reactive and less able to maintain emotional equilibrium. 6. Long-term effects. Exposure to charismatics can have lasting impacts on emotional regulation. It may create emotional dependence on the charismatic figure for mood regulation and decision-making. This can potentially weaken an individual's autonomous emotional regulation skills over time. Folks, Understanding these effects is crucial for maintaining emotional independence and critical thinking. Think. What simple humans could do to withstand these sneaky paranormal attacks. The analogy for better understanding is that to withstand today a human-made high-powered pro-taser device or better an electromagnetic crowd-controlled device, cranked to full blast and act rationally, calmly, and independently. Good luck. That's why it does not make sense that a good, empathic, loving, and fair God is punishing humanity for eternity and exiling us on this prison planet forever. It was and it is an unfair and cruel misdirected punishment.
Please tell me what you think and how you feel about this issue. Analyze it, brainstorm it, debate it, and if you like it, please share it. Thank you for watching. I truly and highly appreciate you, and God bless you.